Okay, hello everybody. Hello. What is up? What's up? It's Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, it is September 1st, 2017. I am Darkside Phil. Welcome to today's gameplay stream. I have much to talk about on today's pre-stream, so prepare your butts. Tighten your belts. First off, guess what? Guess what I'm about to have here in the state of Washington? You'll love this. You'll just love it. A heat wave. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. A heat wave in early September. I know that sounds ridiculous to some, because you're like, man, it's September. That means the fall's here, and, it's time for us to get ready for the cooler temperatures, and the changing of the color of the leaves, and all kinds of fall stuff, apple cider, and cinnamon, and pumpkin, and all those cool fall things, right? No, here in Washington, we're having a heat wave. Figure that one out. Yeah, Alexander Rossi says, I thought you moved to Washington to get away from the heat. So did I. So did I, Alexander. I don't know what's going on this year. This year's been very bizarre. We really didn't have, extreme heat until late July. And then all of a sudden, from late July until now, it's pretty much been hot all the time. Meaning, mostly in the 80s, if not the 90s. Every once in a while, we got a day in the 70s, but it's pretty weird because usually, you think, oh, Seattle. Seattle's rain all the time. We haven't had any significant rain since June. Yeah, and that's actually out of the ordinary. If you actually look at average weather and average, how it averages out, we are way above the average here for this summer. We're way hotter and way drier. This actually happened the year that I moved here too, the year of 2014. It was incredibly hot and incredibly dry the entire summer. So this is more of the same. Yeah, I'm going to have temperatures in excess of 90 degrees in just a few days here. Just in time for the new releases this year. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I apologize. You can still hear the air conditioner pumping in my videos, and I was hoping to have the air conditioner off in the next week or two, and right now it's not looking like there's any signs of stopping because of the weather that's going to be here. So, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so, the second thing I'd like to mention today is that we will be playing Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle on today's stream. This is a game that I have really enjoyed. I didn't know what to expect from it. Oh, my speakers are on. Hold on a second. Let me go turn off the speakers right now before I forget. Hold on. Ugh. There we go. Okay, so Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is a game that I did not know what to expect. We all saw it at E3 and it looked like it was XCOM, right? And we didn't know it was going to be good, was it going to be bad. It's made by Ubisoft, so a third-party company making a game with licensed Nintendo characters that also could be hit or miss, right? So far, I've really enjoyed it. I really have. And so I know for some people, this game doesn't come out until today, actually. I believe it's in Europe that Mario plus Rabbids doesn't release until Friday. It's good. I recommend it. If you like XCOM or if you like Mario, you're going to like the game. I mean, Rabbids, I really don't know too much about Rabbids, and I really don't care about them. I don't really think you need to know about them in order to enjoy the game, honestly. I'm liking it, and I know nothing about Rabbids at all. I had no previous knowledge of the Rabbids, but I really like this game. So, that being said, give it a look. Check it out. I think you're going to like it, okay? Today will be my third major stream. Yeah, I played it Tuesday and Wednesday. So today will be my third major stream. Another 3+ hours of Mario plus Rabbids. And I hope you enjoy the stream. later tonight, I will not be having a second stream because tonight I am actually going out to do my errands. And what I mean by that is, shopping and, the shit around the house that I need to do at least once a week. Obviously, I need to go grocery shopping to have food, and I need to do things around the house in order to maintain the household. So since I'm doing that tonight, it means I will not be able to live stream, all right? But I will be uploading more Ultra Street Fighter 2 videos to DSPGaming this afternoon. Well, actually, it's more like this way later this evening, actually. I shouldn't have said afternoon. So later tonight. And then tomorrow, I will do another double stream day. Tomorrow, I'm debating. Should I play more of the Call of Duty World War II beta, or should I do more Mario plus Rabbids? The reason I want to play more of the Call of Duty beta is because, number one, I really enjoyed it last weekend. I think the game is really good this year compared to previous years, the past 3, 4, 5 years. Call of Duty has degraded, in my opinion, ever since Ghosts, really. I think Ghosts really was the downward trend for Call of Duty. And since then, every iteration, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, even to some extent Black Ops 3, they're just not good games when it comes to the multiplayer aspect of those games. So, that being said, I really did like the beta last weekend, going back to the World War II setting. And, yes, folks, I am looking forward to maybe more tomorrow. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do that. I mean, the only reason I wouldn't is if someone was really like, no, don't do it. Don't do it, Phil. But I think people might enjoy it. I've enjoyed last week's streams, right? What do you guys think? Oh, excuse me. And then what I'm thinking is tomorrow night I will do more Yakuza. And then Sunday will be my Salty Sunday Ultra Street Fighter 2 stream. Which then means Monday will be more Mario plus Rabbids and Yakuza. And then, of course, we all know Tuesday is the new releases. Knack 2 and Destiny 2. And that'll probably, be the rest of the whole week balanced in with more Mario plus Rabbids, which we're not even close to finishing it, so. Sound good? Sounds like a good varied few days coming up, right? All right, everyone, so a few announcements. The first announcement is that for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, actually, hold on a second. Yes, I'm so happy about this development that I had to play some fanfare here for you. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in the month of August 2017, my Twitch streams, okay, were far more profitable overall than YouTube by a large margin, okay? You guys come out every single day to watch my streams, and you cheer, you sub, you tip, and these things added up to the point where it was just way better here on Twitch than it was on YouTube. Now, this is not surprising, folks. Reason being, YouTube, as you know, has been on the downturn. Low ad revenue, in particular, the summer months, usually they're really low. I can tell you this, the month of August was slightly better than the month of July, but not by much, all right? It's been, even me busting my ass and having good views and everything, it's been down, all right? The ad revenue did increase, but not by much. I'm expecting that the next couple of months with, September, October, November, when we have the most amount of new releases, and of course, this is when advertisers put out the most amount of ads because they're trying to sell their products for Christmas. The ad revenue will, sharply increase. But honestly and seriously, the summer was terrible. It was like a desert. Trying to get ads on your videos. Half the time people watch my videos, there were no ads playing. So Twitch was great. All right, I want to say thank you to everyone who attends my live streams daily, who cheers, subs, or tips. You guys were awesome, and you basically are going to make it so that this coming October, things are going to be great. Once the payments finally process for all of these things, it takes 2 months for cheers and subs and everything to process. October should be really good. And I'm pleased with that, and I'm very happy about that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, folks. So that's good. And I will say this, we're not out of the woods yet. I mean, just because we're now in September, actually it's, right now I'm pretty nervous. Because right now, starting today, is when all my bills for September have to start clearing. It's basically like a 10-day thing. The first 10 days of the month is when all my bills clear. And I'm really nervous. Like I said a million times already. Because the summer was so slow with YouTube, my income was way down. And I'm by myself now. I don't have anyone to lean on, money-wise or anything like that. I don't have anyone to ask I can borrow money or anything from anymore. And because of that, I'm just basically on my own. And if my bills don't clear, my bills don't clear, I'm really nervous. Because of the slowness of the summer of YouTube ad revenue. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pay my bills this month. That's a scary thing. Because if, I can't pay my bills, now everything's late, and there's late fees, and default percentages, and my credit score issues, and all kinds of shit. And if I have to wait till mid-October to bring in enough money to properly pay my bills, that's not a good thing, alright? It really does. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Alright? But we'll see what happens. I mean, I want to say this. Thank you, everyone, for your support, okay? And for those of you who recently have attended my streams and tipped me, you guys are awesome. Because there have been a group of people who have come and they've been listening to what I've been saying, and they've been tipping me. And I would even say today, if you are considering, gee, should I cheer, should I sub, or should I tip Phil, because I want to be supportive, please tip me. The tips I get right now, which means if you tip me today, I can put that money right into my bank account and pay bills with it in the next 10 days. No exaggeration, that's where the money's going. As soon as that money comes in, it goes right to the bank account and right to bills, all right? So, yes, please, if you still can, support with tips, please do. And all that money goes to a good cause, pays the bills, electricity, internet, the cost of games. Keep in mind, this month of September, just offhand, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 to 7 new releases that I need to buy in September. Plus the bills that I have to pay on top of that. So, yes, your support is greatly appreciated. Keeps me going. Allows me to keep covering everything, right? And I really do need your support right now more than ever, folks. So please, if you can tip me today, please do, all right? Now, let's talk a little bit about Patreon, because everyone's Patreon. Just fill Patreon. The answer, folks, is no. I did not hit the monthly goal for August on Patreon. Far from it. Because as of yesterday, I was down about $160 of hitting the monthly goal. Now, that was if everyone's pledges cleared, all right? As usual, which I was expecting, everyone's pledges did not clear. I got about $100 of pledges that didn't clear. So, in all honesty, I'm looking to raise around, $1,250 a month, and I depend on that. I made less than $1,000. So, way down this month. Now, I think in part, the reason that this happened is a couple reasons. Number one, it's the summer. The summer is slow. The summer, you get less people around. Now that we're heading into the fall, the hardcore gaming season, I'll get more people around more often. And people will start paying attention a little bit more. That's just a natural thing. Number two, because in the month of August, like I said, people were very supportive. A lot of people came out and tipped me on the streams, but maybe they tipped me instead of pledging. You know what I mean? And therefore, if you're tipping and you don't pledge to the Patreon, well, it's awesome. I mean, you still were very supportive, but it doesn't count towards Patreon. Therefore, maybe Patreon was low this month because of that. Very possible. Like I said, also cheers and subs were very good in August. So maybe some people came out and cheered instead of pledging or whatever. It's very possible. All right. And also number 3, let's be honest here. You know, we just had a national disaster, ladies and gentlemen, down in Houston, Texas, and surrounding areas. It wasn't just Houston. The news loves to say just Houston, 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 when in reality it's Houston and all the surrounding towns and cities and areas that were massively affected by this Hurricane Harvey, which is now gone. But, you know, they had a major disaster down there. People lost their homes, their lives, right? We don't even know. It could take months, if not years, to rebuild from how much water they had down there. And I'm sure there are many people who are like, well, I could pledge to Phil, or I could maybe go donate to Houston. And they probably went and donated to Houston. You know what? That's a good thing. You know? I'm certainly not going to sit here and be upset about that. That you did the right thing. You know? You did the right thing. People who are in, you know, a crisis, they've lost their homes and lives, I'm pretty sure, you know, if you donate to them, that's going to a good cause. You know what I mean? Someone's being a dick in stream chat. Oh, no one donated to Texas. Don't be a dick. Of course people did. Of course people donate. When people, you know, we all like to be cynical assholes, but the truth is that when there's a crisis and when stuff happens, people tend to step up. And I know this, you know, personally, because there's been things that have gone on with me where I've really needed help, like desperately, and people are always there for me, you know? So I certainly, from first-hand experience, can tell you that people are, you know, good and innately generous. And even though there's evil-ass people out there who will rather, you know, stab you in the gut than hand you a nickel, there's people out there who are really willing to help. All right? So, you know, Houston people, you know, they're in a really bad time, and people come out to help them, and that's a good thing. All right? So it was a unique combination of factors in August, I think, that led to the Patreon being pretty low and not hitting the goal. All right? What I'm hoping is that this doesn't become a pattern, because if it does, that's when really we're going to get into trouble, folks. Every month I'm not hitting Patreon goals, that's bad. If 1 month, that's okay. In fact, it was a year ago. It was July of 2017 when I didn't hit my Patreon goal. All right? So it seems like the summer months, this is becoming a pattern. All right? So all that being said, the month of September, obviously I'm going to set up a Patreon goal, right? I want to try to hit the Patreon goal. The goal is going to be the same as always, $1,250. Never changes. You know, the public-facing goal on my page is $1,125. But that's not correct. You know, I'm always trying to raise $1,250. That's what I always try to raise, okay? What should the goal be this month? I don't know. I really don't know. I said July 2017. I meant July 2016, by the way. I said the wrong thing. So, what should I do for the goal this month? I don't know. I don't know, folks. You know, I think about it, and I'm like, gee, what should I do? What should I do for the month of September? Well, I could, very simply, all right, redo the same goal and say, you know what, we didn't hit it in August. That sucks, but September could be different. Like I said, I know for a fact with the games I'll be playing this month, I'll be bringing out more people than usual. You're going to see people, for example, games like Destiny 2, games like the Dishonored expansion, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the fighting game everyone's wondering if it's even worth a shit, right? You know, there's going to be some good games coming up this month. And I'm thinking maybe I should just do the same thing. Maybe I should just say, you know, I really want to do this Halloween marathon. We hit it 2 years in a row. Okay. And I'm seriously hoping that, you know, we can do it because I want to do a Halloween marathon. I really want to. Okay. And there's a lot of trolls in the stream chat that I'm getting rid of right now, so don't worry. I see trolls are rolling in to be dicks. Well, you can roll right the back fuck out. Enjoy your rolling right back out the door. And if you're troll cheering me to insult me, good job. Thanks for the money. You're stupid and you're banned. What a bunch of morons, seriously. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm strongly considering just doing the same Patreon goal for the month of September, because I really want to do a Halloween horror marathon. And, you know, I'm thinking we could hit it. I really do believe we could hit it. I really think that there was a unique combination of factors in August that led to us not hitting the goal. I mean, outside of that, if I didn't do the Halloween goal again this month, I'm not sure what I would do. I mean, what would you guys like to see as a goal, you know? I just did an Indies marathon. We're doing a Patron's Choice playthrough already, right? The only other thing I could think of would be a multiplayer event, which I could do. Maybe I could do a multiplayer event in late November. So then this month, you know, if you pledge $5, you can get in on multiplayer games like Call of Duty. I'm trying to think. It would be like Call of Duty, Star Wars Battlefront. I don't know if Need for Speed Payback is going to have massive multiplayer or not. I know for a fact that Assassin's Creed this year does not have multiplayer, which is ridiculous in my opinion. It should, but it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Let me put it this way, folks. At this point, I would like to know what you're looking for, all right, when it comes to Patreon. Because I need to have goals that people want to hit. You know, people are going to pledge for. And I honestly am still shocked that people did not, you know, want the Halloween goal. Because it's been 2 years we hit it and people loved it, you know. So, you know, if you didn't like that goal and you're like, man, maybe something else would have motivated me to pledge that I would like to see in place of that, I need to know what it would be, okay? So if you want to share on the forums, kingofhate.com, you want to send me your ideas on Twitter, you want to email me, darksidefil@hotmail.com, share your feedback. Your feedback is massively appreciated, folks, okay? My two ideas is that number one, just redo the Halloween goal and maybe we'll hit it this month. Or number two, like I said, do like a multiplayer event for the patrons. That's my ideas at this point. You know, those are the things that you know typically do well. So, all right, fair enough. Fair enough, ladies and gents. All right. If you're wondering what the Halloween goal was, because someone just said, what was the Halloween goal? It was that if we hit the funding level, number one, I do a Halloween horror marathon of games, and people would be able to nominate and vote on what games those would be. And in addition, I would dress up in costume during the stream, and you'd be able to vote on what kind of costume I'd be wearing. That's what the Halloween event was, so. Oh my god, excuse me. Thank you, Derek, for confirming that the new Need for Speed game actually has multiplayer. Thank you. You know what's really stupid? When I play the new Star Wars Battlefront, which I am looking forward to, I'm going to have to turn all the music off. I'm not even kidding. All the music from the original Star Wars Battlefront reboot a couple years ago, all those videos got claimed on YouTube for Star Wars music. How fucking stupid is that? So when I play Star Wars Battlefront, I'm going to have to turn all the music off. It's just going to be silent and sound effects. Not that it'll be a massive difference. I don't think that the music adds massively to it anyway. But that's pretty annoying. Just like yesterday, I uploaded my Life is Strange Before the Storm playthrough. The last part of the playthrough got copyright ID matched, all right, content ID matched, excuse me, and copyright claimed for a song that played not during the credits, but an instrumental fucking song that played at the very end of the episode. For 40 seconds it played, and I had to remove the song, which all it did, it completely removed the audio from the end of that video. How stupid is that? So my video was blocked. Yes, my video was actually, my last part of Life is Strange was blocked yesterday for a good 2 hours until YouTube used its song removal tool to remove this stupid fucking song from the video. What a joke. YouTube is a fucking joke now. Seriously, and I mean this, I hope that in the next year of me doing this, that Twitch massively overcomes, all right, overcomes everything else that I'm doing, that Twitch becomes my major source of income, and YouTube becomes like a side note. Because if I could just rely on Twitch, I wouldn't have to worry about this drama shit with YouTube anymore. I'm so tired of it. Really. I can't wait. I cannot wait to a time when I feel like the shackles of being chained to YouTube, this fucking sinking ship, this dying horse, that I can get off the horse. And I can say, I'm free and I can just have fun playing games every day. Seriously. What a pain in the ass. Alright. Alright, everyone, so that's it. Let me go ahead. I'm going to do some shout-outs, and then we're going to get started with Mario plus Rabbids, okay? By the way, let's all hope that Twitch doesn't explode today. When I tried to stream this 2 days ago, Twitch went nuts. Alright, let's see here. Laptop's locked up. Hold on. Whole laptop's gunked up. Alright, so shout out to... Hold on. Wait a minute. This ain't right. Well, for some reason, my laptop didn't track everything. However, I could say this. Let's see. Game Master 2003 is dead. Did a 200-bit cheer before the stream ever started because he wanted to upgrade his cheer badge. So thank you, Game Master 2003 is dead. Yes, he did reach the next level of cheer badge. And then he did a 50-bit cheer and he said, "How's life, Phil?" Well, you know, life is always, as always, a mixture of good and bad. Right? I had a really good August. I really enjoyed, I mean, I'll be honest, August flew by for me. It was funny because July felt like it was like slow as molasses, but August really just sped by in a blink. It was over. And I really enjoyed August. So thanks to everyone who did join me in August for, everything. And the fact that Twitch finally has overcome YouTube is a major positive for me. I just got to keep that going. You know what I mean? I got to keep that momentum going. I got to keep people engaged. I got to keep people watching the streams and doing everything. I got to keep it going so that eventually, like I said, maybe in a year I could just focus on Twitch and not even care about YouTube anymore. That's kind of my goal. We'll see how it goes. But then it's bittersweet because then you look at Patreon and Patreon was way down. So it's like you got a major positive and a negative. What can you do? That's life, right? Life is a series of positives and negatives. And I guess if you can push your way through the negatives and focus on the positives, that's when you become successful. At least that's been how I've been successful. Since 2008 when I started on YouTube, that seems to have been the pattern. So, Or Knights did a 10-bit cheer. He says, "Have you ever played any of the old Rayman titles before Origins and Legends?" Yes, I played the original Rayman game on my PC. I had a PC port of it. It came free with like a graphics card or something that I bought. I never beat it, but I did play it and I liked it. Shout out to Lone Star 1496 who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Lone Star. I appreciate that. Let's see here. We had a troll cheer. Ignore that. Mort tipped $2. He says, "My next Patreon goal should be a Bible Black Marathon." Thank you for the troll cheer, Mort. Had another troll cheer. Ignore that one. We had a cheer from Never Forget. He did a 10-bit cheer and he asks, "Is there a reason you can't show patrons the private-facing goal or whatever you see to calculate pledges? It might help for clarity's sake." Yeah, The reason is because even I don't know if it's correct. Like, I'm serious. So, basically, I've got like 3 totals. There's the public goal or the public total that you guys see on my Patreon page. Then on my patrons page, I have an internal patrons page. There's another total that it shows. All right. And then there's a third page. All right. Now, this is the page that has everyone's info and everything who's pledging to me. And that shows a third total. And they're all different. And I don't even know what one is correct. I never know what I'm going to make on Patreon until Patreon actually runs the pledges. It's a mess. The only times that I know if I'm definitely going to hit the goal on Patreon is if we're way above it. Like, if we're above it by $100, I know generally we're going to hit it, you know? But it's a mess because they still have not updated their business, basically, to be accurate. It's just very confusing. You know, on one page it said I had $1,189 in pledges. On another page it said I had over $1,000 in pledges, right? On my public page it said I had $900 in pledges. And I'll be honest with everyone, at the end of the day, what did I actually make for August pledges? I made about $920. Yes, that's the actual amount that I made. I was looking for $1,250. I made like $920. So I was way under by, you know, roughly over $200, which is what we knew. I mean, we all knew that, looking at the public-facing goal, that was pretty much accurate. The reason that it was over $200 was because there was a bunch of declined pledges. If people weren't declined, all right, I probably would have been just under by about 160, which is what it was showing on my Patreon page. But, you know, that's the reality of it. Now, how could I show you that? I didn't even have a number to show you of that until today when all the pledges went through. All of the different patron totals are all different. The website is a mess. It really is. And, you know, it sucks because most people who use Patreon don't have that issue. All right? And the reason is because they don't have to do the upfront charging like I do. You know, I had so many people trolling. I had dozens of people who were coming out pledging ridiculously high false amounts of money. $100, $500. And they were making my Patreon look insane because of these troll pledges. And so I had to make it so that when you pledge, you have to pay them out at the time you pledge, or else, you know, it won't count because it was just too much trolling. And, you know, most people don't have to do that. Most people have a Patreon and they don't have to have that upfront charging thing enabled. I have to have it. So every time, or, you know, ever since I did that, ever since I enabled the upfront charging, that's when everything went crazy, and that's when the totals all became inaccurate. So, there you go. Thank you, Captain DCW, for the 50-bit cheer. We got another troll cheer I can ignore. Let's see here. Darth Radovan Viking said, see as Knights of the Round Table, or Knights, excuse me, I said Knights of the Round Table. Oh my god. Wow. Let's try that again. Viking did a 100-bit cheer and said, see as KOTOR, or Knights of the Old Republic, not the Round Table. Le Repleo El as Redemptino. I guess what he's saying is, would you do like a redemption run of Knights of the Old Republic? And the answer is, it wouldn't be a redemption run because I never actually played it. I played it only for a few hours, and then it stopped working properly. I do have it on the original Xbox, so I could play it as emulated on my Xbox 360 or whatever. But hey, you know, the honest truth about the matter is, it doesn't seem like there were many people who really want to see me play it because it never wins. You know, there's all these polls and Patron's Choice and everything, and it never seems to make it like to the top. So, I don't know. More fucking trolls in the stream chat. Get the fuck out, man. Get out of here. Alright. Check into the 10-bit cheer. He says, if your videos get blocked on YouTube, contact me. I can manually remove songs for you. It'll just take some doing. So far, the song removal tool on YouTube seems to have worked, even though it just kind of mutes or fucks up the audio. But thank you for the offer. I'll let you know if it ever doesn't work. The tested C687 did a 35-bit shear. Oh my god, excuse me. Thank you to the tested C for the cheer. Laterial did a 45-bit cheer. And he says, do you think the turn limits for Rabbids challenges should have been removed, at least for the easier challenges? Seems to me the challenges suck. Like, the challenges are pretty lame. You only get, what, 2 upgrade orbs per challenge? And 100 coins or 150 coins, which is nothing. And you spend so much time. Like, you're going to spend at least 10 to 20 minutes doing them because you got to figure out, okay, everyone's kind of like a puzzle, right? You got to figure out, how do I do this in a certain amount of turns? They're challenging, which is what they're supposed to be. They're challenges. But why is the payout so lame? You know, I don't have a problem with the turn limits, but I want a good reward. And it seems like you don't get a good reward for doing the challenges. So I don't really know what they were going for in this game with these challenges. At least that's my honest feeling. T.S. Lauren did a 10-bit cheer and says, how are the views with Mario plus Rabbids going? Really enjoying watching you play the game. If they were to make a DLC in the future, would be interested in trying them in your free time. Well, T.S. Lauren, the truth of the matter is this. I don't look at views. I don't. I really don't. That's God's honest truth. I don't look at views anymore. You may have noticed I don't really mention them anymore. You know, people used to yell at me because I mentioned views all the time. I don't mention it anymore because I don't really care. For me, number one, as long as people are here enjoying the stream and, you know, they contribute via, you know, the methods that you can contribute with cheers and subs and tips, then I don't care how many people are on the stream. And the same thing with YouTube. With YouTube, generally, it looks like I've been getting about the same viewership every month. As long as I can maintain that level, I don't care individually. I don't care individually about views on YouTube. I just don't. If a playthrough doesn't do great, I don't care. If a playthrough does great, I really don't care. As long as, in general, people are watching and things are maintaining around the same level, then that's all I care about. So I don't know how it's doing. I like the game, and I plan to keep playing it and balancing it with the other new releases, coming up this month. So, check into the 10-bit cheer. He says, Xeno Arc says he loves you. Well, I'm madly in love with you too, of course. And Ha111111 did a 10-bit cheer and says, did you hear? Oh, wait a minute. What do you think about Richard Spencer getting banned from Patreon? Makes me worried it could happen to anyone. First of all, I'm sure that a ton of people have been banned from Patreon. I don't know who Richard Spencer is. I don't know what he did to get banned. I personally have never violated any Patreon, terms of service or whatever. Therefore, I'm not too worried about it. I'm well within the guidelines of, everything. So, I don't know what happened with him. I don't even know who Richard Spencer is. All right. Richard Spencer is a neo-Nazi. Is that true? He's the leader of the alt-right. So is that a troll cheer? Because I have no idea. I have no idea who this guy is, so I have no idea what we're talking about here. Anyway, that's it. Let's start. Mario plus Rabbids, folks. Let's get started. I'm in the midst of World 2 and enjoying it. And looking forward to more. I think we're about halfway through World... No, we're at one... I think we're at, level 2-3 right now. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. So here we go. Another troll cheer, but I'll address it just to show how stupid these people are. Redemption 2019 did a 100-bit cheer and says, Phil, what happened to the money that you raised in July for the copyright fiasco? It paid my bills, stupid. What do you think happened to that money? Do you think that the money... let's see, here's what I did. So I took that money, and I obviously invested it in ISIS. Okay? I went and I took that money, and I immediately bought a crate of guns for ISIS, right? Or, hold on, what else would you like to hear? I used it to smuggle in, ladyboy sexual slaves from, I don't know, Hong Kong or Taiwan or something. You know, what else? Let's see. I bought a bunch of drugs and I injected it into young single mothers. Personally, that's what I did. I took those drugs, I injected them all myself. Okay? No, stupid. The money paid my bills. As I've explained, all the money I'm making goes directly to bills. And that's what happened to it. It went and it paid bills. Okay? Sometimes I seriously think that people are incredibly fucking stupid. I mean, you have to be so dumb to believe this shit. Where do you think the money went? Do you see me riding down the street in a fucking sports car with bling hanging off my neck with, you know, multiple paid escorts? Do I eat caviar every fucking night? Do I, you know, I'm here working all day, every day. This is what I do to keep my friggin' house. You know, where do you think the money went? How dumb can you be? But go ahead, please keep asking me stupid questions. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you to Mort for another $2 troll tip. And thank you to Viking for a 1,000-bit cheer. He says, laughing my ass off. That is funny. I know. It's obvious. It's obvious all this money gets you know, funneled to an offshore account. And that offshore account, obviously, it funds all the evil things in the world. Okay? It's me. It's me who does it. Fucking morons. Alright, I think we should get started with gameplay so we can stop this stupidity. What do you think? Alright, let's do that. Great.